Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's... Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Razorbacks offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To throw, it's Ward. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Fires on the run. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Got some room to run. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this
fires toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's short. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Handoff to the lone back. At the 35, he's loose. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterback. Does that and finds those guys really, really often.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's short. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. He's looking to throw it. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
On second down, he'll fire. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. This time they'll go to the running game. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
And I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Open space at the 25. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Slams ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Arkansas!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over UMass. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Back open in the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense set on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Scanning the field, it's short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Georgia, 21, Arkansas.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. He
lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that. Nails his receiver out of bounds. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This time it's complete, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Running back goes in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Ready to try the point after. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. The number one job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. The passing game for defense has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have...
He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Dogs. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff.
42, Arkansas, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really... Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Second down coming up.
Rides to the back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's short. Going up top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Off play action. Still on his feet at the 45. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Feeling some heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never...
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get... DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Running back searching for a hole.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Getting some heat. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown Razorbacks. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's short. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia 63, Arkansas 28.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He finds his man. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to the air one more time. Quick completion on the out route.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's short. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get